Litecoin suffers a 13 block reorg, sparking debate about a 51% attack that just happened. What is going on? What's going on, everyone? Welcome, Rabbit here, and you may or may not have heard about this, but bug or attack, Litecoin sees a 13 block reorg. Let's take a look at a few things here. So coming into this article over here, actually, so this is from Bitcoin.com, Bitcoin News. We can see Litecoin confirms a 0-day bug caused 13 block reorg, network patched and stable. So for anybody out there, this was not attacked. There was no attack on Litecoin. Just to clear the road right now, Litecoin is safe. This was actually due to a bug from people having outdated nodes. So let's kind of read this and see exactly what's happening. Guys, always be on the latest version. So here we have Litecoin's official account confirmed on Saturday afternoon that a 0-day bug triggered a denial of service attack, so a DOS attack, against major mining pools, leading to a 13-block chain reorganization that reversed invalid transactions before they could settle on the main chain. So key takeaways here is Litecoin confirmed that it just went through. We went through that on April 25th. Which is today at the time we're recording this, yesterday when this releases. But a 13 block reorg reversed the invalid transactions. Litecoin states all valid transactions are safe and the bug is fully patched. Near Intents had reported 600K in exposure, but actual losses may be lower now that Litecoin confirms the invalid transactions were wiped. So here is a post coming in from the whole reorg issue from Litecoin on their Twitter account here, or I guess X account. They do post Litecoin update, a 0-day bug caused. So this is coming straight from the official source of Litecoin themselves. So saying this is false or anything, this is what happened, or so they claim. A 0-day bug caused a DOS attack that disrupted major mining pools. Non-updated mining nodes allowed an invalid MWEB transaction, allowing them to peg out coins to third-party dexes. A 13-block reorg reversed those invalid transactions. They will not be included in the main chain. All valid transactions during that period remain unaffected. The bug is now fully patched, and the network continues to operate normally. So the 13 block reorg was the network's response to that exploit. So what happened, and so the 13 block reorg had nothing to do with a 50% attack or anything. So there has been a debate that, oh no, Litecoin went ahead and had a reorg on their 13 blocks. They got 51% attacked. And, obviously if you look network hash rate, there's no identity anywhere in there. If we come into mining pool stats right now and just have a quick look at Litecoin, we can see that there's no massive spikes anywhere. We can see a nice, spread out of hash rate across the Litecoin and stuff. So there is no evidence of any type of attack anywhere here. There's not one entity that has anywhere near 51% plus of the network hash rate to perform an attack on the network. So hash rate wise and security, Litecoin is 100% safe. It is nowhere near being attacked. It is nice and decentralized, with BTC being the top pool, but only at 36%. We got F2 pool in second, only 26. Q pool here at only 12. So, and we can see the network hash rate here, which would be all your rentals and, other hash coming in from wherever and stuff. But honestly, it's nowhere near having that. They would need a crap ton of hash rate to push this. So Litecoin is safe on a security side of things. So that was Litecoin's network response here as we went over. It reversed the invalid transactions and prevented them from being included in the main chain. The Litecoin team confirmed that all valid transactions during that period remain unaffected. The team insists the bug has been fully patched. The Litecoin network is operational normally as of team statement posted at 4:22 p.m. Eastern Time on April 25th. Aurora Labs CEO Alex Shavenko and on-chain analysis, this guy has flagged the reorg earlier in the day, with observers initially interpreting the 13-block reorganization as a classic 51% attack. But it looks like they didn't go look and see where any of the hash rate was, because there was no spike going on anywhere. So it's impossible to attack without over 51% of the network hash rate. So this is ruled null and void right out of the get-go. On-chain timestamps showed those blocks took more than 3 hours to generate compared to the normal target of roughly 32 minutes for 13 blocks at Litecoin's 2.5-minute block times. The official Litecoin statement reframes what happened. The reorg was allegedly not attackers successfully rewriting history for profit. It was the network correcting a bug-driven exploit by discarding the invalid chain. So double spend here, someone's asking to talk about the double spend, which is what you do when you're 51% and stuff, able to pretty much spend your coins, revert the chain back like it never happened. You got your coins again, spend them again, blah, 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 kind of stuff like that. Here we got Near Intense had originally reported approximately $600,000 in exposure, saying its team would cover any user losses. With Litecoin confirming the invalid transactions were reversed and wiped from the main chain, the actual settled losses may be significantly lower than initially reported. Near Intense have not yet issued a follow-up statement addressing the updated picture. Other cross-chain protocols that accept LTC and paused activity in response to the incident are also expected to reassess their exposure now that Litecoin team has clarified the sequence of events. To many, the incident highlights a real vulnerability in proof-of-work networks that run nodes on older software versions. Non-updated nodes process the transactions that should have rejected, which gave the MWEB exploit its opening. So, key thing here, guys, again, stay up to date and stuff on your nodes. People did not update their Litecoin nodes, and they caused this issue. So if you're one of them people on an old Litecoin node, this is your fault. Bad, and shame on you. I'm just bugging you. But guys, always remember to update your nodes and stuff when new updates do emerge. This isn't an isolated incident. There have been many of these rollbacks and double spend attacks against proof of work alone blockchains, both years ago and recently, including recently against Monero and Grin. Zcash founder, Zcash wrote on Saturday. So the story is still developing. So there's still more stuff that have to come out. But overall, this was not a 51% attack. We looked at the security and hash rates and stuff. Litecoin is 100% safe from any type of attack currently, unless, someone buys the next 50,000 miners from Bitmain all to themselves and then rents a whole bunch more and then decides to process an attack, then there might be something. But right now, things are looking pretty darn safe on a security and hash rate perspective. And coming back to here, this was a bug due to old nodes online. So again, always keep your stuff updated so you don't cause this to happen on chains. But the reorg did come from the chain developers themselves, and they just fix the issues that happen. So hope this video kind of shared some light on kind of what happened. If you have any comments or questions down in the comment section below, let me know. I'll check them out. I'll see you in the next one. Share this video around, hit that subscribe button. Rabbit out.